Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. Chelsea's pre-season, it's going pretty good so far, isn't it? We lifted a trophy, Reece James, Thiago Silva sharing that captain's honour of lifting the Premier League Summer Series trophy above their heads. Winning trophies isn't for everyone. In London, it's yet another trophy that we've got, no one else in London has, and no other Premier League team has it either. Chelsea have started well. It's tongue-in-cheek, we know that. It's Premier League series. It's a bunch of friendlies against Premier League clubs to give us some commercial viewing in the United States of America. It's fun. It's great. And Chelsea have done good. We're playing some great football. And now, Borussia Dortmund, the team that we played against last season, and even Graham Potter managed to muster up a great performance to beat Borussia Dortmund, to see Chelsea enter the Champions League quarterfinals and get demolished by Real Madrid. And it wasn't even like the scoreline was that painful, but the golfing class was extraordinary between a Real Madrid team that came unstuck against City. But yet now, Mauricio Pochettino has got into this Chelsea team. We saw it immediately against League Two opposition Wrexham. Chelsea looking fluid, dynamic, aggressive, creating chances and scoring goals, which is really the number one thing that we've been missing out on. Missing out is also something that I don't want you guys to have to do when it comes to going to Chelsea games. I might live in Bali, so I can't go to every single game, but we got another chance to win even more tickets to a Chelsea match. And I want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, and I'll see you in a sec. How would you guys like a chance to win tickets to Chelsea's opening game of the Premier League season? Paramatch UK are currently offering new customers the opportunity to win 5 tickets to Chelsea versus Liverpool at Stamford Bridge on Sunday the 13th of August. To be in with a chance of winning this incredible prize, create a Paramatch account and opt into the promotion, then place a £15 bet on any Chelsea versus Liverpool market. You'll also get a £30 free bet for entering that. Full terms and conditions apply with all the links that you guys need in the description of this video. Good luck to all of you, and let's get back into the video. We're back. Make sure you check the links in the description. Chelsea versus Dortmund is a very exciting fixture. It's another opportunity for Chelsea against a good, strong European opposition for Pochettino to hopefully give us a good idea about what we can expect against Liverpool. The game that we saw against Fulham, Poch said before the game that he was going to make a lot of changes during the match, which I was kind of hoping we were going to see the best 11, the strongest 11 that we were going to see against Liverpool, and it didn't really work that way. I think the second half of that game against Fulham was very flat. It became such a typical pre-season friendly atmosphere, intensity. The tempo wasn't quite there, and there was a lot of the link-ups between players that we want to see that maybe we didn't see. One of the key points was the Santos-Enzo partnership that a lot of people have said has the right balance for a Chelsea midfield pivot without the signing of Moises Caicedo. And I do think we might see that partnership again in this game. The question at this point in pre-season is, when this is the final time that Poch sees his team before that game against Liverpool. Liverpool is a good fixture to have early on because you're hoping that the fact it's at Stamford Bridge, Poch's first game in charge in the Premier League, first game in London for us. You're hoping the atmosphere will be electric at Chelsea-Liverpool, which I'm sure it will be. But at the same time, getting one of these big teams over the line quickly in terms of getting that fixture done, Chelsea can put a statement out in this game against Liverpool. And I think in the match that we see here against Dortmund, the way I'd like us to start the friendly, if you look at the balance of a lot of the games so far, from the 45th minute till about the 75th minute, it's just been like a run around. And it's been like that in most of the matches we've played in this pre-season. We've started games really well. We've ended games really strongly as well. And the team that I have built here is one that I think could actually start against Liverpool. There are a couple of things that you guys might be like, whoa, this is very, very bold. There's some players in this starting 11 that I'm so confident about from what I've seen in this pre-season that I think they're ready. But without any further ado, we begin with the defence. Kepa is the number one, and I think he should start against Dortmund with Reece James in front of him. Thiago Silva, Levi Colwill and Ben Chilwell. I'm absolutely buzzing that Levi Colwill has signed a new Chelsea deal, or he's at least at this point agreed the deal with Chelsea to stay for another 6 years. This guy is phenomenal. Benoit Badiashile isn't ready yet. We're not seeing him in pre-season. So Levi's got an opportunity here to build upon what we saw at Brighton last season, which was an exceptional ball-playing centre-back with brilliant positional awareness, an aerial threat from both defending corners, attacking corners, getting the ball forward to an Enzo, or even just cutting out that midfield altogether to allow Chelsea to swarm in the attack and have players arriving late in the box. This, to me, is Chelsea's best defence right now. Malo Gusto, want to spend a bit of time on him here because he's had a brilliant pre-season. There were questions about his defensive capabilities. We were talking a lot about him getting forward, putting in crosses. The one thing I've loved about Chelsea this pre-season is that when we attack, we're not just bombarding the box with these looped curling efforts that Havertz couldn't be asked to run on the end to, or he gets his head on it and it ends up in row ZZ, if that's even a row. But like, he somehow manages to miss the target every bloody time. Ben Chilwell, massive from him so far in pre-season. That getting forward has been immense. And I think with him and Reece can kind of tuck into that little midfield position when Chelsea are attacking down the left to provide cover for Enzo, Santos when we're in possession of the ball. Thiago Silva, magnificent, scored a great goal against Fulham. Overall, when we're looking at Chelsea moving forward, we've still got the Sassy to come in, but we're still awaiting that to be finalised. And obviously he's not going to get a chance to play during this pre-season. So Silva and Colwill walk in to the Chelsea starting 11 for the start of the season, and that is why I've put them here together against Borussia Dortmund. Moving into that pivot, Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos. In yesterday's video, we talked in the tier list about why I am sending Casadei on loan and having an Andre Santos staying at the club. The reason for that is without that defensive midfielder signed, without Caicedo done, Chelsea are looking razor thin in that pivot position. We have seen Gallagher, Chukwuemeka operating in a midfield and they're kind of going backwards, forwards. And I think that when we saw that system with Gallagher and Chukwuemeka together, Gallagher isn't the player to play alongside Enzo. He's not there in the pivot. He still might be sold even. So for me, profile-wise, Santos so far has shown me that he's not desperate to get forward and make a point in an attacking sense, which allows Enzo to be there. We saw Enzo in the bloody box having a shot saved by Leno that he has to score, a rebound he's got to score. And I think a lot of that is down to the protection that Andre Santos allows him, and it kind of alleviates some of that defensive responsibility of Enzo. I think Santos might be very young, but what we've seen of him so far, he's absolutely showing that in terms of maturity, he's not allowing this chance he's got right now to prove something to Poch go over in terms of priority in his mind, what he's being told to do. He's following instructions well, and he's looking good. He's comfortable in possession, he's winning the ball back, he's fighting, and I think he's overall a special player that Chelsea can absolutely call upon with Caicedo or no Caicedo this season. Moving into my front four, and you might be looking at this thinking, well, Benson, mate, Nkunku doesn't play on the right. He does for me in this game. And I think we will see Ian Maatsen again, Kane Chukwuemeka and Nicholas Jackson. When you look at this front four, there are 3 question marks from a few weeks ago. Was Jackson going to be good enough? Ian Maatsen as a forward, are you mad? And Kane Chukwuemeka, is he ready? Is he good enough? Is he going to find a role under Pochettino? Yes, yes and yes is the answer to all of those questions. Looking at this, Nkunku is good, coming off the left. And I think we're going to see Poch here try and experiment with, if Madueke's not fit, if Sterling's not been delivering, can Nkunku play off the right? If not, can Ian Maatsen play on the right and cut inside like we've seen him operate in so many times in this pre-season from central areas? He's getting goals, creating opportunities. And I think with Kahns as well, I think Chelsea, with this kind of team, with Reece James advancing or maybe Chilwell advancing on the left, kind of gives Kane the opportunity to go in there with Jackson with 2 up front. And I think that is something we could see. And I would like to experiment with this. I don't know why Mudryk didn't play, by the way, in the game against Fulham. But Ian Maatsen at the moment is banging on that door for a start against Liverpool. And I've kind of tried to base my team here with still that experimental, fitness is key, pre-season mentality. But at the same time, is there a way that all 4 of these guys together could just provide an extra edge of dynamism to this Chelsea attack. And as well as that, Pochettino, we're seeing it a lot with Chelsea signings at the moment. The way that we're scouting and signing players, we're trying to bring players in that can play in a variety of different systems, different positions, which based on the current trajectory of the top Premier League clubs, look at what Pep Guardiola's done at City, look what Klopp is now trying to do at Liverpool with Trent moving into that midfield, the way that Stones has done so well for City. Chelsea are going to try and find different ways to be able to utilise different players with different abilities. And when you look across this front line, Nicholas Jackson to drop deep, Carnes to go, Nkunku to advance. There's so much movement, there's so much energy in this Chelsea front four. And as much as, well, it's not really the wet position they play in. All right, cool. I want to see it. That is where I'm at now. It's the final game of pre-season. Poch's final chance to experiment before it matters more than ever before against Liverpool in the Premier League. First game of the season, 13th of August. You guys might be there. There's another opportunity to enter yet another GBFC giveaway. Links in the description to Paramatch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks for all the love and support. We're in the office now. We're going to get some blue lights. We're going to decorate a few things with shirts and pictures and stuff behind me. Score predictions. Got to fill this one in before we end the video. Chelsea 4, Dortmund 1. Why not? Absolutely why not? Goal scorers, Jackson with 1, Chukwuemeka with 1, Chilwell with 1, Thiago Silva with another one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe to GBFC if you're new around here, turn on bell notifications so that you don't miss anything. Come on, you Blues.